What's going on, you guys? Slim here, back with a new video today. And today, you guys, I got something really special, because I'm as shocked as any of you to actually be talking about Evil Eye in 2024, and not just talking about it, but literally giving you guys a 6th place finish from the Los Angeles Regional. If you guys know, those are 10-round regionals, over 700 players, and I personally know this player because I have literally gotten destroyed by him here in Vegas at one of the Vegas regionals when he was piloting this deck. And the fact that he ran it back and literally got 6th place with this deck in this format. Now, I know you guys are looking, you see, summon limit, of course, is banned, because of the ban list. However, we literally already have answers for that. I have a whole detailed report on it. And I just want to give a huge shout out, of course, to Eduardo Gomez. He got 6th place LA Regional piloting Evil Eye in 2024. I guarantee the majority of you, myself included, back then did not know what the deck did. And I'll be honest, I still don't fully know what the deck does. This was a deck from so long ago, I think a lot of people forgot it. This was a deck that he has been playing for a really long time. Every single format, he finds ways to innovate it and just, do his best, to try to make it work in the format. It's one of those players who's dedicated to a strategy and finds success with it after playing it so consistently. He's learned how to pilot it in such a crazy format. Now, you think about this, you're literally going against Snake Eye, you're going against Fire King Snake Eye, you're going against Brand, you're going against all the decks of the format, and you're actually still finding success with such a rogue deck. It's absolutely crazy. I want to get into it. I'll go over the list real quickly, then I'm going to go over the notes that he gave me for his tournament report. So definitely shout out to you, bro. This is such an amazing accomplishment with this deck, and having played him personally, I know how well he knows the deck. It's crazy to actually see that he just sticks with it and has found so much success with it. So super happy for him. I'm going to get into it. Hopefully you guys enjoy. All the links and stuff per every video are in the description, so let's hop into it. We got 3 Ash. That's just generic. Generic hand traps you're going to see. He's got Ash, he's got Valor, he's got Imperms. Just basically 1-for-1 trades with like everything. I'll include in some of the notes like some of the stuff that he mentioned about them, but those are just the standard hand traps. And then what you have here for the Evil Eye engine, you have, now I'm going to butcher a lot of these names, I'm going to be honest. Was it Basilisk, the familiar of the Evil Eye? You got 2 copies of those. You got 2 copies of Ballstrix, the familiar of the Evil Eye. 1 copy of the, oh my gosh, Kato Bleepas. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to butcher all of these. 1 copy of the Kato Bleepas, and then of course the main one, you've got the Surziel, the Watcher of the Evil Eye. I do remember that was like the main one, like one of the main cards. Like I remember playing against him. I remember this was one of the first cards he would like summon out. They are pretty much all starters. And then you have Evil Eye Awakening, 1 copy of that, along with 3 of their field spell, which is the Evil Eye Domain. And you've also got the Evil Eye of Gorgonio, 2 copies of that, and then 1 copy of the Evil Eye of Selene, 3 copies of Evil Eyes Unleashed. And then there's also their Trap the Evil Eye Retribution. So that is the Evil Eye engine for the deck. And of course, I'll be honest, again, not fully sure what all of these cards had done before. I do know that, that they're all starters, and then like the main combo that he mentioned does only do 4 summons, so the deck plays right around Nib, and it really is not hit by a lot of the cards, a lot of the main deck cards of the format. With the rest of the deck, seeing as though the engine is not that big, you can actually just play, in addition to the hand traps, you can play more non-engine. You got 3 droplets just to break boards, Prosperity for consistency, Terraforming to get to your field spell, so you have 4 copies, and then he did play the Floodgate, so he did play Gozen, he did play Rivalry, and he did play 3 Summon Limit. And I know you guys are saying, Slim, Summon Limit's gone, what's a replacement for it? One thing he already mentioned to me was that the first thing that came to mind was that he was going to include Nibiru. Since Barone is now gone and banned, without that Omni Negate, Nibiru would be something that definitely can resolve, be a lot easier to play, and can definitely just cripple an opponent's board. They're trying to combo, you just nib them, and then you just play. So that would be something that could replace it. So you could basically fill these 3 slots with the 3 Nibirus that he has here in the side deck, just put those in the main deck and you'd be good to go. So that way it is ready for the new format, which takes place today. So in case you guys do want to be crazy and pick up a rogue deck like Evil Eye, if you know the deck, if you know the cards, that's definitely the only change you would have to make. So that's it for the main deck. Of course, it's 40 cards. His side, he's got the double Pank, the triple Nib, Change of Heart, 2 Cosmic, 2 Soul Release, 2 Talents, and triple Thrust, just to search everything you need. And then in the extra deck, He's got one copy of the Battle Cruiser Dianthus. Read the card, you'll know what it's for. We got the DDD, the Stone King Darius. You've got the Digital Bug card. You've got, 2 copies of Zeus, as well as the Full Armored Lancer, along with number 3, the Cicada King. You guys will notice, since these are level 3s, you got a rank 3 toolbox. You've also got the Fortune Tune. You've got of course, you've got a Typhon. You've got the Break Sword. You've got the actual Evil Eye Link itself, the Gorgon, Empress of the Evil Eye. You've got 1 Phoenix, 1 SP, 1 Zariziel, Ruler of the Evil Eye, and then of course the King Machinex for the DDDs to go with the Darius as well. So that is a full rundown of the deck. The main thing I want to get into though is his notes that he was kind enough to provide for me. So this was again his 6th place report from the LA Regional, over 700 players, 10 rounds of Swiss. That is LA in a nutshell. You're always going to be playing that many rounds. Round 1, he played against Runic Stun and he won it 2-1. Round 2, he played against Voiceless. He actually lost 1-2. Round 3, he played against Kashtiro and he 2-0'd it. Round 4, he played against Lab and he 2-0'd it. Round 5, he played against Snake Eye Fire King and he won it 2-1. Round 6, he got his revenge. He played against Voiceless again, but 2-0'd it. Round 7, he won 2-1 against Centurion. Round 8, he played against Runic Stun again and beat it 2-1. Round 9, he played against Brandon and 2-0'd it, and then Snake Eyes Fire King for the final round, and he 2-0'd it. So that was the breakdown of his rolls. He only won the dice roll in round 5, 7, and 10. So that was against 2 of the Snake Eye Fire King, and then also being able to win it against Centurion as well. So it just shows that if he only won 3 dice rolls, he was still able to go second and still do fine. So that's pretty crazy. Breakdown of the deck is 1 card combo. The deck has 2 to 3 card combos as well. There are 15 starters. Each starter in the deck is also an extender, so that's referring to the Evil Eye cards themselves. And then the deck does have a lot of lines that you are able to go through. You can actually play through Shifter as well, so that's a very strong point of the deck. You can actually play through Shifter. The real main thing with this extra deck, in case you guys are wondering, of course, it is a rank 3 toolbox. You guys see all the rank 3s that are in here for different situations, and then of course, if you read this card, you know what it's there for. The thing most players just can't stand, but sometimes you have to do it, just depending on how the game goes. The full combo of the deck is 4 summons, so you are never really getting nibbed. Main threat to the deck, if you guys are wondering, is Droll and Lockbird. However, what he did mention, it is very true. Droll and Lockbird has lost a lot of. You really just don't see it this much in the format. It's kind of fallen out of play. So being able to just play this deck and not worry about Droll is really good. And then the deck has in-engine ways to play through Floodgate, so if Floodgates were to get in your way, it has in-engine ways to play through them. The main deck Floodgates work really well going first, obviously, but going second, they were just as strong because the deck can get to Zeus really easily. So basically, he's simplifying the board state with Zeus, then setting the Floodgates, and then just telling his opponent to go. Now, again, I know Summon Limit will be, omitted from this list, but again, you can play Nib, which basically could just, null your opponent's entire board. You get to Zeus, you clear the board, they're back to square one, so pretty solid. He also mentioned Cosmic being a possible main deck option as well, going into the new format. And then other things to mention is the deck does have really good matchups, including against Runic Stun. That was the deck I was playing, and I got absolutely destroyed. Literally, my deck did nothing to his deck. You can't target the guys or really do anything to them, so literally most of my cards were just dead. So Runic cards don't do anything. It has a really good matchup against Snake Eye, Voiceless, Kashtiro, and Centurion. I mean, looking at his breakdown, he literally only lost 1 game, and it was 2 Voiceless, so that's pretty crazy. Other things to mention about it, normal hand traps. He did say, the Ash Impermanent Veiler, they are just normal hand traps you're going to see in the format. They were pretty low impact, but you still have to play them in order to combat the format, especially if you lost as many dice rolls as he did lose. Literally going 7-3 in dice rolls is crazy. And then just deck overall feels great, and he was actually just really surprised. He's the only player in the events that does play it. He even asked the judge in LA if there were any other players with the deck, and he was the only one to even bring Evil Eye to the tournament. Doesn't surprise me at all. I'm pretty sure he was the only Evil Eye player during the Vegas Regional as well a couple months back, but this is just amazing to see, and I just really wanted to showcase this for you guys. I know the new format has started. Like I said, we've already provided you with the new changes. changes, and I definitely be paying attention to what Eduardo is going to be doing, because I know that he is a player that is dedicated, to this deck, really knows the deck inside and out, and really just shows that if you really know a deck really well, if there's a pet deck that you enjoy and you can actually, continue working with it, continue testing it, and build it for the format, you can find success even in this crazy, like tier 0 meta. I know it's changing with Summon Limited with the Omni Negates, but the fact that he was still able to do that and play through all of that and still find success, getting 6th place out of 700 players is absolutely crazy. So wanted to showcase that for you guys. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below. We'll do our best to answer them, because I'm sure a lot of you have questions, about the Evil Eye cards. I didn't want to waste the whole video going over all the cards. Just something that, you guys could look into if this is a deck you want to pick up, and it's definitely something that I'm hoping that we'll see more in the future, especially with the new changes to the ban list. I think there's going to be a lot more decks being piloted. It'd be awesome to see a rogue deck like this find more success. But that's all I got for today, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.